What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugai. And tonight I'm going to talk about the news that the world champion Atlanta Braves are in real serious talks with the Oakland Athletics for trading for first baseman Matt Olson in case Freddie Freeman decides to leave in free agency. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, I'm gonna have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. Whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at your ball. Also, if you're a Madden 22 player on Xbox One, I'm gonna have my Xbox One gamer tag down in the description box also. Y'all may hear beeping noise throughout the video. Please disregard that, and I do apologize for the inconvenience. Look, man, this thing, I get it. Apparently this is in case Freddie Freeman leaves. Now, look, I know a lot of people gonna look at the fact that Matt Olson is 4 years younger than Freddie Freeman. Matt Olson had 8 more home runs this year than Freddie Freeman. Matt Olson had 28 more RBIs than Freddie Freeman this season. Matt Olson is not really due for another contract for another 2 years, as opposed to Freeman obviously being a free agent now. And Freeman is reportedly seeking a 6-year, $180 million deal for a guy in his, early 30s. Look, I get it. Like, it's a great, backup plan in case this doesn't fall through with Freeman. But I'm sorry, man. I feel like you got to keep Freeman. Like, I hear you. And look, if Freeman does sign indeed with the New York Yankees or the Toronto Blue Jays or Lord forbid the Los Angeles Dodgers, then it's like, okay, Matt Olson obviously would make the most sense. After that, depending on what we would have to give up for the slugging first baseman. But my thing is not necessarily about the age and the numbers and all that. Freddie Freeman brings great. He is Atlanta Braves, yo. He symbolizes what the Atlanta Braves are, yo. This is a guy who was there, caught the tail end of, when we were doing pretty good early in his tenure. And then he went through the dark years where we just was losing a lot. And then he's here, he survived the rebuild, and this we became a champ. We became champions. Look, I feel like we got to get this deal done, man. Like by all means necessary, we got to get it done. He's a leader, man, and that's something that, with all due respect to Matt Olson, and look, if we lose Freddie and we get Olson, I will be happy. That's a good contingency plan. But I am not, it just means more, to have that veteran leadership at this point, man. Besides, Freddie is still very productive. I can see if we were holding on to an older player that just can't play no more. Like, Freddie Freeman is still a very productive first baseman. He would be happier with his contract. We would be happier to have him back. He would be playing as a defending world champion. And like I've said, man, it's just his leadership. I went to a Braves game this year, and I tell you, when he goes up to bat, man, like, everybody's cheering, everybody's excited. He's a lovable guy. I mean, he symbolizes what the Atlanta Braves mean, as an organization. Like, you can't take that for granted because it's like, oh, we see this younger guy that may have a little more power and maybe a little more production right now, but it's more than that. How will he adapt to the city? How will he adapt being in the National League? How will he adapt, to having the pressure of being the guy that has to replace Freddie Freeman? Remember, like, not just because somebody has a good resume doesn't necessarily mean that they fit to replace a legend. Freddie Freeman is an Atlanta Braves legend. So I just feel like Alex Anthopoulos got to think a little harder about this. Like I said, if we try to get him and we can't sign him, and then we go get Matt Olson, I'm cool. But I don't want to look ahead to that. Let's do what we got to do to sign Freddie. He means too much to this organization to just let him walk like that. I'm willing to give him what he wants, man. He's still a very productive player. Just won the MVP year before last. But with that being said, y'all, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm gonna have Atlanta Braves, MLB, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Braves.